stellar work based on the number of kids that we had here tonight. I am here tonight because I've been asked many times by a great variety of our neighbors to be their voice in decisions that influence their property taxes. There is a tremendous concern that the perception of our suburbs as being largely made up of middle-class families with financial security and stability, able to withstand and even purposefully willing to accept a higher property tax in return for a high-quality school is no longer accurate. You have statistics of your own that indicate an increase in the number of families qualifying for free and reduced lunch and students that identify as homeless. The commitment of District 211 to develop and support the Higgins Education Center as a community resource center is also a testament to the fact that you recognize you have families with great needs and feel compelled to help. In my job as representative, I can attest to the fact that I meet daily individuals and families in need. Many still do not have health insurance, they are living paycheck to paycheck, they are routinely short on rent or utilities, they are skimping on food and medication. The Schaumburg Senior Center now hosts a free senior grocery program twice a month because of the need demonstrated in our community. I direct more seniors there every week. That does not even account for the number of seniors who are not even able to drive to the location or are too proud to accept that level of help even though they clearly need and qualify for it. As baby boomers retire, we have a growing number of residents on fixed incomes. Many do not have the resources they intended to have for their longer expected retirement. They lost money in their 401ks during the downturn and did not have time for their accounts to recover. Their employers went bankrupt or in some other way took much of their pensions. They were forced out of employment earlier than planned on to care for an aging parent, a sick spouse, their own health issues. They lost savings trying to help themselves or their children who lost jobs, went underwater on their mortgage, or got divorced. I have seniors still paying off their children's higher education bills because those children never got salaries promised by those higher education and they were never able to fulfill those bills on their own. The cost of their prescriptions is staggering. Seniors are unable to afford to sell their houses at this lower rate in the present market, and there's not enough housing, affordable housing in our area for them to move into. As their abilities and resources decline, they're also reluctant to move away from the neighborhoods they have built their lives in, and they feel betrayed that the community they helped build, many proudly talking about the boards and committees they served on just like you, are now pricing them out. For seniors with more resources, they're listening to friends and family out of state talk about lower property taxes, and they are eager to leave and take their disposable income with them. Many families who were secure are now struggling. Many were downsized out of good-paying mid-level jobs, and they are unable to get rehired at comparable salaries due to the desirability of cheaper and more tax-savvy youth. Two-income families are now down to one income. Families pride themselves in sending their children on to higher ed, but we all know what a burden that is now that we are in this cash-strapped situation. Many are going through a divorce, seeing their income interrupted by lengthy court battles, child support payments that prevent custodial parent from qualifying for reduced lunch or other benefits often never come through. Many families move here with special needs children because they know they will get good services, but as their children age out of the school system, they're forced to quit their jobs to provide daycare, or now have to take on the expense of residential care or day programs because that's not covered by insurance and the needs are not being met by the state. Often their resources are already very tight due to the high out-of-pocket costs associated with caring for an individual with special needs. I appreciate that there always have been and always will be families experiencing financial and personal mental stress in our taxing body. I know you are burdened with the need to provide progressive and competitive opportunities to the students you are serving to make our schools and these communities a desirable place for new families to choose to move into. As a fellow elected official also trying to balance real-life costs with the expectations and needs of residents, I simply ask that you be especially sensitive at this moment in time as you plan for the future, to the resources you have already accumulated and to the financial impact your choices have on our families, as well as the perceived impact they have on those who voted you into this office, believing you acknowledge and respect that they have entrusted their tax dollars to you, dollars that are precious to them and their own quality of life experiences. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Parker?